Good evening, everyone, and welcome to night number 2 of our King of the Ring tournament. Tonight, 2 more King of the Ring matches with Owen Hart going up against Mabel, Bret Hart up against the Macho Man Randy Savage. And squeezed in the middle, we've got Mr. Perfect versus Brian Pillman. How much better can it get? And here we go then. Definitely a massive size advantage for one of these two guys. No prizes for guessing which one. Mabel versus Owen Hart. Of course, Mabel, also known as Viscera in his later career. In firm control early on of Owen Hart. Mabel's a real threat for this, isn't he, really, when you think about it? I mean, there are some big names in this, though, aren't there? Remember, you look a little bit deep. I mean, tomorrow we're going to see Triple H and Stone Cold Steve Austin in matches. We've got Edge, we've got Booker T, we've got Kurt Angle, we've got Brock Lesnar. We've got some massive names in this. It's going to be really interesting to see who does come out on top of this. Mabel flattens Owen Hart. Hart's back up, though. He's got to try and use his speed and his pace and his agility to try and outdo Viscera. There's the pin for the one. No, only one count. Boot in the arm there by Owen Hart as well. Of course, a good chance here for both Owen and Bret to go through then. Of course, Bret will be facing off against Macho Man Randy Savage in our main event here tonight. I mean, it's going to be hard no matter what, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be very, very hard. But yeah, let's see how it all goes. As Mabel in firm control, though, at this point in time. Owen Hart with a jawbreaker, then looking for the clothesline, but Mabel catches him into that big front slam. Now covers for the pin. Not enough. Mabel slowly back up on his feet with a boot in the spine of Owen Hart, and another one as well. Another one. Mabel now wrenching away at the eyes of Owen. Owen's back up on his feet. Mabel sent into the corner. Nice running drop kick right into the face. Owen Hart bringing Mabel out the hard way, slamming him down. Big boot across the chest. We will also be having a SWE Championship match and a Women's Championship match later on. I've got a number one contendership planned for the Women's one. I'm not sure at the moment with the SWE. I was planning on maybe having Sting because he won the match yesterday, but it just seems a little bit unfair on some of these people higher in the rankings. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, Bret's quite high in the rankings, but Bret, of course, is already involved in this King of the Ring tournament. If he gets knocked out, then does he deserve an SWE Championship match if he gets knocked out? That's the big question. Owen with the boot right in the spine. Now Owen heading up to the middle rope and dropping the elbows into the face. And now Owen really wrenched at the neck of Mabel as well. Owen drops into the pin for the 1, 2... Oh, only a 2 count. I thought it was going to be 3 then. Mabel wasn't moving, was he? Owen with the boot in the gut of Mabel once again and drags him along into the corner. Slammed him face first into the top turnbuckle pads. Oh, there was a couple of extra ones there. I had 2 extra syllables I didn't use. And this could be it. Owen, if he can roll him through, he has. It's a massive set of legs, but he has rolled him through into the sharpshooter, and Mabel taps. Owen Hart moves through to the second round of the King of the Ring tournament. Well done, Owen Hart. That was big, that was. Very big. Well, he was very big, wasn't he? And Owen Hart does get the win. And Owen, what's he thinking here? Oh, he's going to go back. Oh, he's giving a few little digs into Mabel. Okay. It's a good win for Owen. He's tarnished his reputation a little bit, though, with that attack. But, you know, it could come back to bite him in the backside, couldn't it, really? But let's move on to match number 2 of the evening. And here we go then, we are underway. Mr. Perfect Kurt Hennig versus Brian Pillman. It's a bit of an interesting match. Both very, very talented wrestlers, both taken from us too early. Of course, we've seen Pillman recently as part of the Hollywood Blondes alongside stunning Steve Austin. They've done pretty well there into the second round of the Dusty Classic. It's perfect. Is Pillman busted open by the eye already? Looks like he could be busted open at the eye already, you know. I might be wrong. As an armbar locked in here by Perfect. Really wrenching back at the arm. And big strikes in the face there by Pillman. Who now takes Perfect up into the gut wrench suplex. Up to a seated base boot in the spine. And now Pillman into the headlock. Perfect back up on his feet now. Front chancery locked in on Pillman. Into a nice scoop slam. Pillman now big boot in the spine of Perfect, who's back up. Big clothesline. Of course, this is not a King of the Ring match. This is just a special match from this era. But a good chance for one of these two guys to pick up some points. Both of these potentially could be Intercontinental Champion. Perfect, definitely. I think he's that sort of quality. Pillman, I definitely expect to be involved in our Cruiserweight division at some point. I feel like maybe after we finish the Dusty Classic, we're probably going to do the Best of the Super Juniors tournament. I've sort of learned from the last few weeks, I think, that probably that's the best way of doing it, I think, is having these pay-per-views as normal pay-per-views, but then having the tournaments separate. Because I felt like with the last one, for example, what did we do last time? I can't remember what we did now, but I don't know too bad. The Evolution one, you sort of lose a lot of your matches because you're doing tournament matches all the time, so you don't really get a chance to really showcase as much ability. So I feel like we're going to probably stop doing as many tournaments during these events and probably put the tournaments on as a secondary show, like we've got the Dusty Classic, I think, moving forward. But of course, the Dusty Classic is going for quite some time, and I did want to get the Intercontinental Champion crown before Mania, which will be our next set of shows, Mania. As Pillman's in control here. Big boot in the face of Perfect. So I can't quite see as a kitty in the way Metalli though. Yes, I know you want to be loved. Oh, there's his move now. I gave her a little poke and now she's giving me a dirty look. Pillman big takedown on Perfect. Looking for the crusher. Perfect pushes him away, then hits the big clothesline, taking Pillman down. Perfect now stalking Pillman. Is he thinking Perfect Plex? Well, he's hooked him in. Takes a couple of steps away from the ropes into the Perfect Plex. Does not hook the leg for the pin, though. I think he was a bit too close to the ropes, but he does now move his legs away. Goes for the pin. It's only a 2. You'd think if he'd gone for the hook and the bridge, he might have got that, you know. Yeah, if he'd gone for the hook and the bridge, he might have just pulled that out the bag. Pillman now dumping Perfect to the outside. And Perfect trips him over. Now, this will be the last show we do from this arena. Tomorrow we're going to move to the more Attitude Era arena. Of the King of the Ring style. Tomorrow's matches we're going to have for you are Triple H versus Ken Shamrock. And Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Billy Gunn in the King of the Ring tournament. So another couple of interesting ones. Pillman now big chop across the chest of Perfect, sends him back into the ring. Big elbow in the gut there by Perfect and flattens Pillman. Brings him back up to a standing base, but Pillman with a big uppercut. And now Pillman dropping Perfect neck first across the top rope. And now Pillman, he's going in for a big swing, Cesaro-style big swing. And Perfect, wow, it's flying. Finally, Pillman lets go. And there's the pin. Could this be enough? Oh, not quite, but it weren't far away at all, was it? It was not far away at all. Pillman now bringing Perfect back up, sent into the corner. Perfect, big forearm in the face. Now Pillman gets a boot in the gut as well, as Pillman gets dragged around the ring, now sprung off the ropes. No, maybe not. He goes over the top rope, and Perfect with a forearm sends him down to the ground. Perfect now. Oh, just scoop slamming Pillman onto the apron. The hardest part of the ring, that, of course. Solid steel framework holding the ring together. Referee's up to a 4 count now. Pillman and Perfect both slide back into the ring. Perfect sending Pillman off the ropes and over the top of his head. Looking for the drop kick in the spine, but Pillman able to move out the way, and a nice running crossbody there on Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. Oh, but it's a cheeky little roll up there by Hennig. 1, 2. Oh, nearly stole it. He nearly stole it there. Perfect now bringing Pillman back up. There's a strong right hand in the face. Another one. Pillman rocked down to a knee. Perfect catches him over the top again. The longer this match goes, the more it seems to be favouring Mr. Perfect, Curt Hennig. Pillman now, though, tornado DDT from the middle rope. Into the pin. Will that be enough to get in the 3 count? Referee slow to get down, but 1, 2. No, it's only still a 2 count. Really good match between these two, though. Really good match between these two. Pillman brings Perfect back up to his feet once again. Now up. No. Perfect fights back. I thought Pillman was looking for a powerbomb there. Perfect fights back, sending Pillman over the shoulders, now wrenching away at the neck. Perfect drops into the pin. Oh, still only a 2 count. It's getting closer though, isn't it? Getting very close now. Perfect brings Pillman back up once again. Big drop kick in the face, knocking him down. And Perfect here, maybe spending a bit too much time taunting with the crowd, and that's allowed Pillman to roll to the outside and try and get a bit of space, which he does. In with the Northern Lights suplex, doesn't bridge for the pin though. Pillman now up on top. Is he thinking crossbody? If he thinks crossbody, he could get the win here. He goes in, he lands it. Hooks the leg for the 1, the 2, and the 3. And flying Brian Pillman gets the win. And he is getting the extra ranking point as well. Pillman's doing well now then with that victory in the first round of the Dusty Classic as well. He's picking up some points, which will definitely see him progress. Perfect, as you can see, not happy whatsoever. He feels like he probably should have won that one, or needed to win that one anyway. I don't think he's doing too well in the rankings at the moment. But there we go, victory for flying Brian Pillman here as we move into tonight's main event. And here we go, the main event of the evening, our second match in the King of the Ring tournament. We have got Bret Hart versus the Macho Man Randy Savage. Now, this one's an interesting one because Bret is on for an opportunity to become the first person to hold 2 different championships in our Universe mode. Of course, he is a former SWE champion, lost that belt not long ago now to AJ Styles, who'd lost it in his first defense as well. But this is a chance for Bret to move on and become the first Intercontinental Champion. Nice running crossbody there by Bret, taking down Savage. With a boot in the spine, but Savage breaks free. Big clothesline by Bret. And Bret with a big elbow into the head of Savage. Big boot in the spine as well. Another boot in the spine there by Bret on Savage. And another boot in the spine by Bret on Savage. And Bret in firm control of this one early on. Firm control. And Bret clothesline Savage, crashing to the outside. Big strikes in the face. Savage is rocked, but now does fight back with a boot in the gut of Bret. But Bret back in control, rolling Savage through. Brings him back up to a standing base. And now swinging neckbreaker on the outside. Of course, Bret's brother Owen has already moved through to the next round. So we could see a family affair in the next round. Big elbows right in the face of Bret there by Macho Man. Sorry if you can hear all the noise in the background. The next door neighbour's kids are out having a play around in the gardens. And it's back to back on mine, so it just sounds like I've got random children in the background. I haven't, honestly. Savage now with a leg breaker on Bret Hart. Bret now with a boot in the gut of Savage, then into that running crossbody. And Bret now, nice. Just wrenching back. At the arm, has him under control. Don't think he expects to win this one by submission at this point in time, but he's definitely can do a bit of damage. Savage now bringing Bret up into a big backbreaker. These cats are on one at the moment, I'd say. They're sprinting around everywhere now. Savage stalking Bret as he gets back up to his feet. Is dropping the big double axe handle right into the head of Bret. And now this is an opportunity for Savage, who heads up high. And Savage now looking for that big elbow. He lands it right into the heart of Bret the Hitman Hart. No pun intended, but I wish it was in the end. There's the pin. Is it enough for Savage? No! Bret able to kick out on the brink of 3. Wow. Bret, he had nothing left there, did he, though? Nothing left there at all. Bret now running Bulldog, slamming Savage face first into the mat. And here's Savage now. Getting a bit cheeky. Sending Bret off the far side. Look at that big back elbow, but Bret clashes back. Now Bret sending Savage into the corner. Bloody hell. Why are you so mad? What have you been smoking, cat? Gosh, you just come running from the back of the garden all the way in, bounced into me, then spun around and went up the stairs. She's an absolute nutbag, I tell you. Well, it's wearing her out, I suppose. Bret now dragging Savage along, dumps him to the outside. Not quite sure that's ways, to be honest. Bret now slamming the head of Savage into the apron. As I've said earlier on, the hardest part of the ring, steel framework holding the whole thing together. As he drops him face first across the apron again. Savage now taking Bret down, and Bret with the elbow in the face. Savage now with a big punch in the face of Bret as well. Both guys back in the ring as the referee got to a 7 count. Savage now pushes Bret away, but Bret now has Savage. Can he roll him away from the ropes? He does. He rolls him away from the ropes and spins him slightly as well, but Savage saw it coming. Obviously pre-planned for this match very well. Had a way to get out of that sharpshooter, which he was able to pull off. Bret now with that big crucifix bomb. Into the pin now. Has the damage been done? Oh, not quite. Still only a 2. Been a really good match, this one as well. Bret, I thought he might be thinking sharpshooter again there, but no, brings Savage back up. Savage avoids the right hand by Bret, but Bret does get him the boot in the gut. Slamming the face into the top turnbuckle. I was 1 syllable short that time. Bret once again now with Savage in the corner with a running bulldog from that corner. Oh, and Savage rocking that crimson mask now. As, Bret drops. I'm still not sure about that move. I've seen it so many times, but I'm not sure whether it's a knee in the face, an elbow in the face. I'm not quite sure what it is. Bloody cat's mad, I tell you. But Bret's got the legs again. And Bret rolls it through again this time. He has got it locked in. He's got it cinched. And Savage has to tap. And Bret, the Hitman Hart, becomes the next man to move through to the not semi-finals. It is the semi-finals, actually, of the King of the Ring tournament. So tonight it was Bret and Owen who made their way through. Keeping it in the family. Yesterday, of course, we saw Harley Race and Tito Santana move through as well. Nice. Been a pretty good one so far. But that is the end of night number 2 of our King of the Ring shows. I hope you have enjoyed. Of course, if you have, hit the like. Subscribe, all the other good stuff. And I will see you again tomorrow for night number 3. Tomorrow, we are in the Attitude Era. We have got Edge versus William Regal. No, we haven't. We've got Triple H versus Ken Shamrock. We have got Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Billy Gunn. And we'll also have the Hardcore Championship on the line as well. The Storm and Norman Smiley making his first defense against Cactus Jack, Terry Funk and Sabu. Good night, God bless, all the other good stuff. I'll see you next time. Like the video. Do it now, like it. Please like the video now, please like it.